Hi, I'm SBK Stash. I'm an exotic and superbike motorcycle collector. The vast majority of my collection is other bikes other than Ducatis, but I do have quite a number of Ducatis. So I wanted to talk in particular about the alternatives to buying a 916, 996, or 998 in the market today for collectors. The bike on the right, just to put it in context, is the Ducati I've owned for the longest. I have over 60,000 miles on it. It's a 1995 Varese. And I still use this as pretty much a daily driver, drive it all over the country. And it's my most cherished bike simply because it's been everywhere. I'm not a collector to put things on display and leave them. Everything I have gets ridden. The bike to the left is an example of when you buy at the right time, what you can do. This is 1997 Ducati 916 SPS, under 2,000 miles. Largely stock, and basically this bike was purchased some years ago for $14,000. It's a beautiful bike, runs incredibly well. The first bike I want to focus on in terms of an alternative to buying a 916, 996, or 998 is the 888. And in particular, this bike is an SPO. This is the U.S. version. There are less than, or somewhere around 400 of these bikes in the U.S. built in 93 and 94. They use the Desmo Quattro motor that is the same as the 916, just a smaller displacement. Trellis frame, 916-like, dual-sided swing arm, though. And these were just beautiful bikes. They were World Superbike champions in the time. The most collectible variants are SP1, 2, 3, and 4. The SPOs, though, in the United States are rare, and they basically can command good dollars. The market was at one point pretty hot, roughly $10,000 to $14,000. I bought this in the lull of the market for $7,000. My guess is you can still find these for quite a bit less than you can find a 916 for. Given their rarity, this from a collectible viewpoint is much more of a bike to be had. The 916 models were made in such numbers and over such a period of time. I expect those to be kind of like the Honda 750s in that the Sandcast models, of course, are really valuable. The subsequent models to that are not as valuable. And if you look at those prices today, those prices are largely what you might see a very clean mint Varese go for if you could find one. The next bike is the 999R. This is much maligned for its styling. This is 2003. I think that the Tour Blanche styling and the original intent is important to keep. This is the introduction of this Testoretta model following the 996R, which I actually have one of those. So this is a different architecture for the valves of the motor. These were World Superbike champion bikes, and in particular, these bikes were a great leap forward in terms of Ducati manufacturing quality and component quality. Just really nicely made, whereas the previous generation bikes tended to have a little bit of a handmade feel about them. These are just simply top-notch exotic kind of motorcycles. The prices on these bottomed quite a while ago. This was bought off of Craigslist out of LA for under $9,000. Today these bikes probably trade 14, 15. I expect them to go up. In the context of all of the Ducati models, I will tell you that when you look at the 916, the great thing is everybody recognizes it. The bad thing is all designs kind of ape it and they start all looking the same. This design really stands out as really a special design. And generally when people kind of look through what I have, this is one of the bikes they gravitate to because it's just so unique and different. The bike that Ducati tried to fix their design uniqueness and difference with was the 1098. This is a 1098R. These bikes, the prices have been largely flat for the past years. They're starting to climb a little. And this bike is the ultimate expression of the Ducati heavy torque V-twin. So the 1098R, which was actually a 1198 motor, is the final iteration of the Testoretta. This bike, when you ride it, just has tremendous torque. It is everything that you were told a classic Ducati would be. Big torque, big lunge, and just a hoary-chested twin. Frankly, there's no experience riding like this. So I've got a Panigale Superleggera, I've got a Desmo Sedici, but this thing, when you talk about the classic Ducati Superbike feeling, this is the one. So these to me are a great buy. just like the 999R and the 888. If you're not looking for a 916, you can pick up beautiful examples of these for under 20,000. Much rarer than any standard 916 Varese or just regular 996 or whatever. And if you want something that really gives you an incredible riding experience, has a great place in Ducati history, I'd be looking at these in today's market. I hope you found this clip interesting. Feel free to comment in the comment section, and take care.